Welcome to Raw and Real Real Estate with your host, Marisol Ortiz. Here, we cut through the noise and have honest conversations about the housing market. Each episode brings you real insights, stories, and perspectives from inside the industry, so you can better understand what's really happening in real estate today. Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Marisol with Raw and Real Real Estate. Before you list your home, I want to have a real talk with you because sometimes what keeps a home from selling is not the price, it's not the agent, and it's not even the market. It's the seller. And I say that with love because I've seen it happen over and over again. Sometimes sellers think they're ready, but something deep down inside is holding them back. So today, we're going to talk about how you might be unintentionally sabotaging your own sale. And here's what you can do to fix it. Mistake number 1, you are not emotionally ready to let go. Selling a home is emotional, and I get it. You've built memories there, maybe raised your kids, but if you're not emotionally ready to say goodbye, that hesitation will show up in your actions. You might question every decision, you might delay repairs, or you might even turn down good offers without even realizing why. My advice, before you list, take a step back and just ask yourself, am I truly ready to let go of this chapter? Because once you are, trust me, everything else is going to become so much easier. Mistake number 2, you don't have a solid plan for what's next. This one is huge. A lot of sellers don't even realize how much fear of the unknown can truly hold them back. If you don't have a clear plan about where you're going next, then you're going to second guess everything. That uncertainty can make you drag your feet, stress during negotiations, or even pull back right when the right buyer shows up and submits an offer on your home. Whenever I'm having a conversation with the seller before we go on the market, I ask them, where are you going to go live? Even if they tell me, well, I'm looking to sell this house and purchase the next one, and I want it to be seamless, I want to go from this house to the next house, I always let them know I am going to do my very best to make everything seamless for you to go from this house to the next house. But if for some reason it doesn't work out, what's plan B? Are you going to get an Airbnb? Are you going to live with family? Are you going to put your things in a pod? Are you going to put it in storage? Having a plan B for if things don't work out always will help out. So before you put your home on the market, have a plan in place. Know what's your next move so you can move forward and feel confident about it. Mistake number 3, you are holding on to your home as a symbol of stability. When you're going through a major life change, such as divorce, separation, or the loss of a loved one, it's easy to hold on to your home as a symbol of stability. It feels like the one thing that hasn't changed when everything else around you has. But sometimes that attachment can keep you stuck. Selling while you're grieving or selling while you have all these emotions going through your mind and heart can cause hesitation or regret later. Give yourself some grace and make sure you're ready, not just to move physically, but to move forward emotionally as well. Mistake number 4, you're pricing with emotion instead of logic. This one happens all the time. Sellers set a price based on what they feel their home is worth, not what the market says. But here's the thing, the market doesn't price with emotion, it prices with logic. Buyers don't see your memories. Sorry, it's the truth. They see square footage, finishes, and comparable sales. Emotional pricing leads to longer days on market and fewer showings, and then eventually price reductions. It's better to just price right from the start. Mistake number 5, you are not seeing your home as a product. This might sting a little bit, but when you decide to sell, your home stops being your home. It becomes a product. And buyers, They're comparison shopping. They're scrolling through listings just like people scroll through Amazon, and they're asking themselves, which one do I want to buy? Where do I get more for less? Which one appeals more to me? Which one do I like more? So ask yourself, does my home stand out as the best option? Presentation, cleanliness, lighting, staging, I've talked about it before, it all matters. Once you see your home through the buyer's eyes, you'll start to understand how to position yourself better. Mistake number 6, you listed before the home was ready. I do not like to allow my sellers to do this, but sometimes sellers are so eager to get in on the market that they skip out on the prep work. They skip out on the deep cleaning or the fresh painting, the curb appeal, the touch-ups, and they're actually just taking care of these things while the showings are happening or around the showings. Please don't do that. First impressions are everything, and when buyers walk into your home, they're going to decide within seconds if they can see themselves living there. So don't rush it. Take the time you need to get your home ready to shine from day one. Mistake number 7, you're ignoring feedback. When a buyer or an agent provides you feedback, again, even if it stings, that's gold. Listen to it. It could be an odor, clutter, or outdated features. Don't get defensive. I know it's normal. I am guilty of it sometimes, but just listen. That's the market talking to you. Use that feedback to adjust, because all those little changes that you make can make a huge difference in the end. Mistake number 8, you do not trust the agent you are working with. Here's the thing. When you hire an agent, you're not just hiring someone to put a sign in your yard. You're hiring someone who studies the market daily, knows how buyers are thinking, and understands what it takes to get your home sold in this market. Not in the market from last year, not in the one your neighbor sold in, but the one you're actually in right this second. When there isn't trust, everything becomes such a struggle. And I tell you from experience, it's a struggle for you and it's a struggle for your agent. If your agent suggests a price adjustment or staging or professional photos or a deep cleaning, and then you hesitate because you think they're just trying to make a quick sale, you might actually be working against your own goal. The home sits longer, buyers lose interest, and then the longer the home sits, the more negotiating power you lose. And listen, trust doesn't mean blind faith. It means open communication. I'm not telling you do what your agent is telling you to do. I'm telling you be open. Listen to them. And then at the end of the day, of course, you're going to make the decision. It's your home. You'll decide what you think is best for you and your family. But at least trust them to guide you somewhat, because that's the reason why you are hiring them. When you have that mutual trust, everything aligns. The marketing, the pricing, the energy behind the sale. And that's when the home sells faster. And trust me, so much smoother. So again, the relationship you have with your agent can make or break your outcome. Just trust them with their job and let them take you where you want to go. So here's the truth. The biggest mistake sellers make isn't about price or paint color. It's about mindset. Once you can emotionally detach, make a plan, and treat your home like a product, you're gonna attract the right buyer. Selling your home is more like a transaction. And if this hit home for you, no pun intended, follow Raw and Real Real Estate and leave me a quick review. I would love to know what part of this episode resonated with you the most. Thank you for listening. Until next time.